No. There's no embarrassment here. Ji. We are all, nobody's really the expert in anything. We are learning. Yes. Ji. All right. Ji. So I think we'll begin with the invocation. सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा वसुदेवं सुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं हरि ओम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं Before we begin, um, I think Shashiji was just sharing while we were starting the session. She had some queries. So yes, please, Shashiji.
So I would appreciate if I read out Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri mantra that he'd written, if you'd please explain it. And if I get any of my pronunciation wrong, please correct me.
Ji.
So it's Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Dipayet.
Yes, perfectly. Perfectly said, Ji. Yeah.
Thank you.
Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Deepayet. So before we begin what is Shri Aurobindo's Gayatri mantra, we should understand that this Gayatri is a rhythm. It is a chanda. It is a meter. So there are various mantras which are composed in this meter. They are called the Gayatri mantras. So we can have a Gayatri mantra for every Aradhya. Whichever Aradhya we want, we can, for Krishna, you can create your own Krishna Gayatri mantra. For, I had created one for Bharata. ओम महात्यागाय विद्महे दिव्य राष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो भारत प्रचोदयात means this is born of the sacrifice of so many soldiers. So it is a meter, it is a rhythm which is making it special. So Gayatri means now I think Shashiji has specifically quoted a particular mantra which is well known as Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri mantra. So that was a mantra composed in Gayatri Chanda by Sri Aurobindo, which was inspired by the well-known Gayatri mantra, which is Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. So here the mantra Shashiji talked about was Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Deepayet. So I'm right, isn't it? Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi Yanna Satyena Deepa. Yeah. So Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam. So the form of the Savita Surya, the Surya which is supposedly, according to Sanatan Dharma, the sun that we see, the physical sun, is actually illumined by a divine sun. That sun which is behind the physical sun is called a Savita Surya. So Om Tat Savitur Varam Rupam Jyoti Parasya Dhimahi. I meditate upon that light of that supreme sun. Yanna Satyena Deepayet, by which the truth gets illumined, meaning truth receives its illumination from that sun. Again, sun is a symbolism of the truth. Sun is the symbolism of truth in the Vedas also. So that is how it is connected. Yes, Ji.
Okay.
All right.
Lovely.
So
thank you so
thank
much.
you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. So it is like that. So Krishna told among his Vibhuti Darshanas that I am Gayatri among the Chandas. So with this, we are ready to move ahead. Can someone recollect something that we saw? Where were we? Arjuna was explained. Yes, please. Yes, Anjali ji, that. Yeah, yes, I remember ji. Fourth shloka. Can someone recollect something that we have covered so far? What has happened?
Yeah, Arjuna is saying that he is no more disturbed, and his sorrow is being thrown away, and he is slowly trying to realize the divine.
Yes. Okay. So he's. So it started with that Arjuna saying, I understood about, means he was connecting the old dots also. He said, I understood about the brilliance of the soul. The concept of soul was told right in the second adhyay. But here Arjuna is now fully connecting all dots. He says, I understood the journey of death, journey that was in the eighth adhyay. That also he connected. Yes. And after that, what did Arjuna do? Was he satisfied? Because Krishna said, isn't it? Why do you need all the fine little details about my vibhutis. Just recognize my divinity to be present here, there, everywhere, wherever there is brilliance, wherever there is splendor, wherever there is beauty, there recognize my presence. That is what Arjuna was told by Krishna. So, what did Arjuna do after that? Yes, please, anybody.
I think he said that, why don't you show me that
Yeah.
Vishal
Yes.
Swarup, Vishwa
Yes.
Swarup, which
Yes.
you're talking about, that you have everything around you.
Yes.
So let me just have a pleasure of seeing that roop.
Yes, yes. Drashtum ichchami, isn't it? I wish to see. And he says, I know I am not capable on my own. But you are the all capable. You say you grant wisdom, you grant knowledge, you grant direction, you grant capacity. You are the divine. And by your knowledge, you are the source of Adhyatma Vidya, which is said to be higher than all Vidyas. Somehow you can make me capable, is what he says. So we had a interesting deadlock because one, I think Vijumaji was saying that Krishna will not yet show the Vishwarupa.
Yeah.
Pankajji and Pankajji felt he will show the Vishwarupa because he has,
No,
the time is right. So let
not
us see. Uh, Before we begin, my simple question is, how would you react if Krishna says, I will give you the Divya Drishti? I will open your eyes, I'll show you the Vishwarupa. Yes?
you will be confused.
Confused.
I
Okay.
will be confused.
You'll be confused.
Whether I will be able to see it properly
No,
or
no,
not,
he
I
is
don't
going
know.
to grant you. He is going to grant you the capacity to see it. Then will you be happy? Will you be sad? Will you be afraid? But what will it be? You'll be
Happy. Happy.
happy. Happy. All right. So overall, I think they, yes,
Not
Yeah.
just
Pankaj.
happy.
Okay.
I will be excited.
Excited, elated.
Yes.
All right. So
I'll be ecstatic.
ecstatic. Okay. Okay. All right. So let us
Euphoric.
see.
So one step further, I would say euphoric.
Euphoric. Okay. Celebratory. I have got it finally. Yes. All right. Let us see. Now Krishna is going to speak because Krishna has been told very sweetly and very politely by Arjuna. And maybe Arjuna has ticked all the right boxes. Let us see what Krishna speaks. He says in the fourth shloka, Shri Bhagavan Uvacha, Pashya me partha rupani shatho shatha shadashotha sahasrashaha nana vidhani divyani nana varna kritini cha. Well, Vijumaji, immediately he is granting. Shri Krishna then spoke. He
Good.
said, O Arjuna, behold, for I shall display to you not one, not two. He says, my 100,000 forms shall stand in your view, all divine in their multitudinous shapes, hues, and kind, in all their dimensions that are otherwise beyond the mind. He is giving him something, what a sort of a supramental darshana, a darshana which is beyond the mind, beyond the dimensions that Arjuna knows. He says, see, Arjuna, the time has come. I shall show you 100,000 forms of mine. He goes on further saying, Pashyadityan vasun rudran ashvinau marutastatha bahuni adrushta purvani pashyascharyani bharata. Enjoy, he says. Observe, O Arjuna, the many forms of the Adityas, the Vasus, the Ashwini Kumars, the Maruts, and the Rudras. None before on earth have ever thus witnessed these supramortal wonders. None has experienced. He says, Arjuna, see, these are all the Adityas that Arjuna knows of. He must have heard. I think we all know the names of Surya, isn't it? Each name has a property. Mitra, Ravi, Surya, Bhanu, Khagapusha, Hiranyagarbha, Marichaditya, Savitra, Arka, Bhaskar, all of these, he's probably able to see them. He's also seeing the Vedic devatas. Now, these days, we don't have temples also of various Vedic devatas, so we have got a little disconnected. But Arjuna is now able to see all of them. The Vasus are there, the Ashwini Kumars with their these divine horsemen, the fathers of Ayurveda, they are also present. Maruts and Rudras, all the Rudras also are present. None before on earth. Krishna says, nobody has been able to experience what I am now making it possible. These supramortal wonders, none has experienced. Ihaikastham jagatkritsnam pashyadya characharam mama dehe gudakesha yadchanya drushtamichhasi. Witness today, O Arjuna, the universe complete, with all the mobile and immobile forms replete. Observe them to be united, but yet a part of me, and also glimpse everything else that you wish to see. It's like a jackpot. Everything, Arjuna, whatever you want, yad yad ichhati, whatever he says, yad chanyat drashtum ichhasi, whatever you want, see all of that you have aspired for. And he says, see all the forms, the mobile ones, the immobile ones, all of them, and suddenly out of Krishna only he is able to see them arise. They are all these forms. They're all looking like they are separate and yet they are connected. They are all connected. They are one with Krishna and yet distinct. We can say a classic experience of Advaita in person he is able to see. न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षुः पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्. By the mortal eye, you cannot just see and bear the vision that will soon be. There is an inner eye which I shall now awaken within you, so that a vision of my divine yoga you can behold and view. He says your ordinary eyes, mortal eyes, are not powerful enough. They don't have that capacity to see it, he says, because the vision will be too much to bear for the ordinary human eye. But there is an inner eye which I shall awaken within you, so that you will get the chance to see that divine vision. Are we aware of our limitations of our mortal eyes? Yes, isn't it? Are we aware?
Yes.
Yes, we cannot see what is there in the infrared range. We cannot see what is ultraviolet. Our eyesight also is limited by its ability to see the distance also. All of such limitations are there. So Krishna says, no, it's not possible. You want to see the Vishwa, creator of the world. You need to have an eye, which is a separate eye, which will allow you to, witness all of this. And he says, I shall then open into you, open that, the inner eye. Divyam dadami te chakshuhu. He says, I shall grant that to you. We all know Krishna is not an ophthalmologist, so he's not doing an eye operation. And we also know Arjuna is not an alien. So what exactly is Arjuna having a separate special eye, or what is the meaning of this? Anyone?
Is
He's
conscious.
inner consciousness.
Yes, just inner
Consciousness
consciousness.
in your
When
consciousness.
you awaken that, your
Thank you.
ability to perceive, this is a realm of the consciousness only, isn't it? Is a very interesting hypothesis we can make from this shloka itself, that through the consciousness there is a big link into the physical world also. If we connect with that, we will be able to see certain things. Many times even the truths which are there in front of us, we don't see, isn't it? Sometimes very
Yes.
clear, it is like as clear as daylight, and yet we are unable to see. Well, something of that sort we see here. Krishna talking about Divya Drishti, a divine sight, which will allow and empower Arjuna, and he says, I shall grant that to you. So, by the prasada of Krishna, by the grace of Krishna, he granted that, and Arjuna was able to see. The simple question is, if Arjuna was able to see by Divya Drishti, which was inherent inside of him, do you think we all have that ability? maybe latent, maybe hidden, but do we have it?
We definitely
Yes.
have it.
We have it.
We all have it.
Yes, yes, yes. We will have to seek the grace of the divine, grace of Guru. That is why there's a very beautiful mantra, no? On the stuti of Guru. Ajnana timirandhasya jnananjana shalakaya chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai shri gurave namah. The Guru's job is to remove that, whatever that, it's like he doesn't do an operation, cataract. But he opens the eye. He opens the eye in the sense he allows you to see the truth. And what do you see? When you are able to see that, you can see the truth of the universe. That is why the Shishya begins to say the response to the stuti of Guru. He says, Akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena charachara tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. By the grace of the Guru, I can see the entire charachara. Well, something like that. This vision is granted. So maybe we can get an. I will at the end of this adhyay. I didn't want to jinx. I mean, not jinx. I didn't want to, influence your experience of reading the adhyay. So I did not share the experience of a previous practice participant of the Vishwarupa. But she got such a beautiful experience of what the Vishwarupa of Krishna is, and she got it in a state of dream state when she was sleeping. And she wrote it down in the very next morning. It was a huge message, but it was very beautiful. But what I'm saying is maybe we can also get that if we try. Our aspiration should always be there. They say low aim is a crime. So let us never limit ourselves. Let us be most receptive. Divine will is there, anything is possible. Arjuna got it much sooner than even Vijumaji expected, isn't it? It is Krishna's wish. So let us see. Let us see. Let's continue. Sanjay Uvacha. Eva Muktva Tato Rajan Mahayego Yogeshwaro Harihi Darshayamasa Parthaya Paramam Rupam Aishwaram. With these words, O King, the Lord of Yoga, Krishna, blessed Arjuna with his supreme form's revelation, the Darshana, the destroyer of all sins, the Godhead divine, displayed to him all his infinite forms, resplendent and fine. Anekavaktranayam, anekadbhuta darshanam, aneka divyabharanam, divya neko datayudham. The Godhead with the infinite eyes and faces, armed with weapons and warheads, divine at different places, displayed his innumerable forms, wondrous and dazzling, with countless divine jewels and ornaments gleaming. So the Vishwarupa, how was it? Infinite eyes, infinite faces, armed with weapons and warheads. It's not just weapons, these are like nuclear weapons, something like that. So powerful, huge weapons are suddenly arising from that. Especially for an Arjuna who is a Kshatriya, no? Who is very much interested in weapons, and he is now getting overwhelmed looking at all the types of, maybe Brahmastras are also visible, Sudarshan is also visible. So many such weapons were there. And all these forms were not just ordinary, they were dazzling. They were glittering and dazzling. And then there were the jewels. So many jewels which might even make Kohinoor look little pale. So many jewels were there all around him. All the ornaments, they were gleaming. Divyamalyam Baradharam Divyagandhanulepanam Sarvascharyamayam Devam Anantam Vishwatomukham. Garlanded with heavenly adornments and celestial scents and fragrant anointments, a surreal being stood before him with infinite mouths replete, and a splendorous brilliance embellished the God complete. If you study the Vedas, you will see the supreme divine Purusha. So many descriptions are there. It is said, Om Sahasra Shirasha Purusha Sahastrakshas Sahasrapa. Well, what is described in the Vedas, this Arjuna is now able to see in front of him. It is not one head, several. He says, and there are garlands also, and he's getting now, Arjuna is not just seeing something which is brilliant. He's now getting beautiful fragrances also. Different fragrances he's getting. A surreal being. Arjuna is unable to recognize that his charioteer is there or who is there in front. He's the same Krishna. He knew Krishna had divine powers. He knew Krishna. He had heard stories of greatness of Krishna, but now he is actually witnessing the full form of Krishna here with infinite mouths. I mean, just imagine a person with two mouths. Here there are infinite mouths. It's just mind blowing.
Mind blowing.
And there's some beautiful calmness, some brilliance which is originating from that. That radiance, that aura is there. And that splendorous brilliance embellished the God complete. It's not even a static darshana, it is actually a dynamic one. It's continuously emanations, different sides coming everywhere. He goes on. No, let's continue. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhavedyuga Paduthita Yadi Bhaha Sadrushi Sa Syad Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. As if 1,000 suns had together emerged and their brilliance had coalesced and merged. So was the divine's glorious refulgence, so overwhelming was the heavenly magnificence. So Arjuna is saying, how is it? As if 1,000 suns had emerged. Means it's like one sun we are not able to see. It's like all the suns. It's like so many suns coming. I think probably everything suddenly became brilliant and white. Absolutely immaculate white color. That is all he was able to see. And from there, Krishna is there. That was the radiance. It was overwhelming, the magnificence of the divine. Tatraikastham Jagatkrishnam Pravibhakta Manekadha Apashya Deva Devasya Sharire Pandavastada. And what did the Pandavas see? What did that Arjuna see? And Arjuna was struck with awe, as in the very mortal envelope of Krishna he saw the vision of the God supreme, the mighty creator of existence's every realm. Arjuna was awestruck by the brilliance of Krishna, of the Vishwarupa of Krishna. Because from the physical body of Krishna, he's suddenly seeing an emanation which is so huge and so powerful. Tata sa vismayavishto rushta roma dhananjaya pranamya shirasa devam krutanjalirabhashata. What will you do when you see this? You will do the pranam only, isn't it? Even a skeptic, if a skeptic gets this darshan who says God does not exist, and suddenly this comes in front of him, not a word will come out, that person will fall on the knees, because that is how it will be the natural reaction, and Arjuna is
Prostrate.
yes, it is my Arjuna. I mean, it is my Krishna. He goes on, seeing the Vishwarupam, most magnificent and beautiful, and also inconceivably terrible and powerful, trembling at the hair-raising and surreal vision. Arjuna prostrated, offering his full body submission. Excuse me. So Arjuna did a full namaskar. We can say Ashtanga namaskar he has done, looking at that beautiful vision. And then now we hear Arjuna speak something probably what is there in our heart. Is he going to speak that? Let us see. Arjuna Uvacha. Pashyami devanstava deva dehe sarvansthatha bhuta vishal sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasanastha mrishinsha sarvanuragansha divyan. Arjuna then spoke. All the gods and divine beings I now see, emanating and expanding from within thee, seated in the cosmic lotus. Brahma is the epitome of grace. I also see the mystic sages and those of the divine serpent race. Arjuna is saying, oh, look at that. Brahma is there. Brahma is seated on a lotus. He is able to see that, and he's only heard all of these things, and he's now seeing that form. He's just overwhelmed. I see the mystic sages also. The Sapta Rishis are also visible, all of them, and also those of the divine, the Naga race also he's able to see. Aneka Bahu Daravaktra Netram Pashyami Tvam Sarvatonantarupam Nantam na Madhyam na Punastavadim Pashyami Vishveshwara Vishwarupa. He is saying, I am overwhelmed. He does not know he's suddenly lost his track of dimensions also. Spatial dimensions, isn't it? We can see in 3 dimensions. Now he's not understanding which is the front, which is the middle, which is the end. I'm not able to understand. He is feeling surrounded. He says, countless arms, stomachs, heads, and eyes. I can see all. Your infinite form, vaster than the skies, neither a beginning nor an end, to it can I conform. Oh, I behold once more the Lord of the universe's universal form. This Vishwarupa, I am again beholding. My eyes are just trying to grasp it, but they are not fully able to understand it. Kiritinam.
Krishnaji?
Yes, ji. Yes, ji.
So sorry to stop
No
you.
problem. Yes, please.
Verse 15, what is this divine serpent race?
These are if you see the Nagas are there, isn't it? The Nagas.
Okay.
So it is referring to them.
Okay.
In this, if you can look at the legend of the Naga races, you will identify. Now we have this Nagaland also, isn't it? It is their descendants in Bharat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
fair enough. Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yes, carry on. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrinam Cha Tejo Rashim Sarvato Deeptamantam Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantad Deeptanalarka Dyutimap Prameyam. With thy crown, maces, and discs of destruction, I witness thy opulence that pervades in every direction. Thy overwhelming iridescent luminance, oh so bright, thou art like a brilliant, blazing mass of fire and light. He says, I'm not able to. It's like you've heard of this phenomenon called iridescence. Anybody?
Yeah, heard of it. Don't know what it is though.
So it's like a emanation of a color, but that color is not steady. The
Oh,
color keeps changing.
Yes.
So now not only are the forms changing, the light emanating from Krishna also is appearing in different colors. That is what Arjuna is seeing. He's seeing crowns, he's seeing maces, he's seeing chakras, and he's seeing the richness of this divine spreading in all directions. Means there was one singular Krishna in front of him who was taking his chariot ahead. Now from that singular Krishna around him, everywhere he's seeing several such forms. And he says, you are so bright, you look like a blazing mass of fire and light. Now, who is he speaking to? He's speaking to directly the Vishwarupa only that is in front of him. Tvamaksharam paramam veditavyam tvamasya vishwasya param nidhanam tvamavyaha shashvata dharma gopta sanatanastvam purusho mato me. Somebody has realized his mistake. Now he says this something in the first adhyay. He had talked about the dharma getting destroyed if he took part in the battle. He was pretending to be the upholder of dharma and protector of the dharma. He talked about destruction of Sanatan dharma would take place if I did this job of fighting in the battle. Now the same Arjuna is giving a different declaration. What is he saying? He says the highest immaculate truth by man but that by man can be known, the foundation upon which our universe has grown. the indestructible guardian of righteousness, eternal. I believe thou art the one, celestial and supernal. He's understood why the Sanatan Dharma is Sanatan. Because the guardian is Sanatan. He says, Sanatanastvam Purusho Matome. You are the protector of the Dharma. Don't we agree to this?
Yes.
There were attempts were made that we will never be able to study the Bhagavad Gita again. Not by one, not by two, by 100,000 people. Not over just once or twice, over not even decades, over centuries, isn't it? And yet look at us, look at us. We are still trying to connect with the same seed scripture of Sanatan Dharma. No matter how many attempts are made, this cannot be lost because the invaders or the plunderers, they can burn libraries, but they cannot burn the source of the wisdom, isn't it? And the source is eternal. The source is that guardian. And Arjuna is seeing this. Krishna, you are the one. Sanatanastvam, Purusho Matome. Let us go on. Anadimadhyantam, Anantaviryan, Anantabahum, Shashisurya Pashyami Tvam, Deepta Hutasha Vaktram, Swatejasa, Vishwamidam Tapantam. Thou hast neither beginning, nor middle, nor end. The universe burns with a heat that thy fires send. Thy arms infinite and thy eyes are the sun and the moon, and thy face appears to me like a blazing, fiery cocoon. Now suddenly the Rupa is looking different for Arjuna. He says, such energy, such heat that is emanating from you. It seems even the universe is going to be on fire because of that heat. And your arms, they are so great, so infinite. And your eyes, he says, Shashi Surya Netram. One eye is the sun and another eye is the brilliant moon. And your face, it's looking like a cocoon of fire only. Continuously, the fire is there inside and is emanating. My question is, how will we feel right now in Arjuna's place? We'll still feel happy or there will be some change? Anybody?
If one is still standing after such a vision.
Okay, right. Okay, if we are standing. So if, yes, Pankaji, yes, sir.
I'll be scared to death.
Scared, no, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So it is very, not only is the dynamic darshan changing forms, Arjuna's emotions are also going through a roller coaster. He was excited, he was happy first, where he was pleading, give me the Vishwarupa. Show me, I will be able to see, I want to see it. And now he is seeing and he is seeing a different form. It's actually becoming a little bit scarier and scarier, but it's not stopped. It's still going to continue. Let us see what is going to happen further. He says, Dyava Prithivyo Ridam Antaram hi Vyaptam Tvayekena Dishascha Sarvaha Drushtvadbhutam Rupamugram Tavedam Lokatrayam Pravyathitam Mahatman. The heavens, the earth, and all of space are all but extensions of thy divine grace. By a vision of thy fiery form, only fear reigns amongst the skies, the earth, and the nether planes. In the Trilokya, wherever people are, or wherever people live or dwell, in all three lokas, Krishna is saying only fear is going to reign now because of this form. He says, it is the heaven, the earth, and all of space. They are just extensions of you. And the vision of yours is now striking. He's seeing even the perspective of the three lokas towards this supreme blazing fire, which is more brilliant than the sun. Now, Amihi Tvam Surasangha Vishanti Kechid Bhetaha Pranjalayo Grananti Swasti Tyuktva Maharshi Siddha Sanghaha Stuvanti Tvam Stutibhi Pushkalabhi. Here he says, the group of demigods are all entering thee both adoring and afraid, I see. The liberated beings and sages thy prayers sing, hymns for the prosperity of every living thing. So all the devatas, demigods in the sense, all the devas or the typal beings like the Indras and all of them, they're also having a respectful fear for you and they are adoring also, but still feeling a little bit fear for you. But there is an interesting reference to the Siddha Sanghas, the Siddha Rishis, the liberated sages. What are they doing? They are just singing prayers
Yeah.
for the prosperity of every living being. My question is, why are the Siddha Sanghas not scared? When even the typal beings who have elevated and become the great devas, they are also feeling a bit of fear. Why are the Siddha Sanghas not? Anybody?
They are fully liberated.
They are fully liberated, absolutely. Even if you see, Indra is worried about losing his Indrahood, no? Isn't it? All these they have perfected. They are perfect beings. We are not trying to point out a flaw in any of them, but perfected in a particular direction. But the Siddha Sanghas are liberated in every place.
Yes.
So probably they'll be singing Sarve Bhavantu Sukhenaha. Nothing else looking at the Vishwarupa because this is the Vishwarupa. Nothing to be afraid because they have nothing to lose. They are just free and they're experiencing the bliss and they are just singing for the betterment of the world, looking at it. What about the others? The Rudras, all the Vedic Devatas, even they are transfixed. Rudraditya Vasavo Yecha Sadhya Vishveshvino Marutashchoshma Pascha Gandharva Yaksha Surasiddha Sangha Vikshanti Tvam Vismataschaiva Sarvaha. The Rudras, the Adityas, the Vasus and the Sadhyas, the Ashwini Kumars, Vishwas, the Maruts and the Ushmapas, the Gandharvas, the Yakshas and Asuras and the beings perfect, transfixed on thy vision. Only awe their eyes reflect. So all of the Rudras also, meaning every Rudra, which if you see, there's a beautiful definition of a Rudra is the screaming one. Uchchair Ghoshaya Krandayate. That is the Rudra, like a storm, imagine a great cyclone. Suddenly the cyclone is stopped in front of this, because in front of the Vishwarupa, they're all transfixed and just staring in respect, staring in awe, unable to move. Rupam Mahate Bahuvaktra Netram Mahabaho Bahubahu Rupadam Bahuturam Danshtra Karalam Društva Lokaha Pravratitastathaham. Oh, magnificent Lord, with many faces and eyes limitless, with strong arms, bellies, and feet, each countless. Myself, all the nations, and the world find thy form terrible. With infinite teeth, thou striketh a fear unbearable. Krishna is being told, ki, oh no, you're having so many faces, so many eyes, so many bellies, all of these. And what that is infinite teeth also. He's able to see teeth like the elephant's tusks, so many of them. And he says, I cannot see this anymore with peace. He says, not just me, all the Rashtras of the world, all the nations, everybody is going to be frightened. He says, they all find this form absolutely terrible. And this is creating an unbelievable fear inside of me. I think sometimes we have to be careful what we ask for. No? Arjuna asked for it. Asked for the Vishwarupa because he had something in his head. Vishwarupa will be like this. Our beautiful, adoring Krishna is like this. His Vishwarupa will look much more beautiful. But here he is seeing a different side which he is not able to tolerate. He should have listened a little more attentively, isn't it? When he talked about the Vibhuti Darshana. Krishna told, I am death also, I am Kala also. So he is now facing death only in front of him. That is the supreme Vishwarupa, extinguisher of everything. He is now very scared. He's scared. Will this Vishwarupa extinguish me? Let us see what happens. Danshra. Okay, sorry. Nabhas Prasham. This is a very beautiful thing. Nabhas Prasha Deeptam is actually the Indian Air Force's logo. I mean, the slogan of the Indian Air Force. It is from the Bhagavad Gita. We have very beautiful slogans taken from various different Indian culturally rich heritage that we have from that different regiments, different armed forces. All of them have such slogans. So here it is. Navasprasham Deeptam Aneka Varnam व्यात्ताननं दीप्तविशालनेत्रं दृष्ट्वा हि त्वां प्रव्यथितान्तरात्मा धृतिं न विन्दामि शमं च विष्णु. He's asking for forgiveness and grace. He's not able to tolerate it. Blazing the heavens is thy burning manifestation, multi-hued, open-mouthed with eyes in every dimension. Thy vision I am unable to grasp with joy or peace, for the panic within me does not seem to cease. Arjuna is having a panic attack, like somebody took his
He's
BP right
coming
now.
down to earth.
Yes, heart rate 180, 190, going up. Let us see. I don't know if it's possible, whatever. Let us see how much he's going to take. Tanshra karalani chate mukhani drishtvaiva kala nalasannibhani disho na jane na labhe cha sharma prasida devesha jagan nivasa. I witness thy mouths with destructive tusks numerous. Thy faces are death and time. Oh, so fierce and enormous. O Lord of Lords Supreme, a great despair overwhelms me. O shelter of the worlds, may thy merciful grace upon me be. He's now afraid of the Vishwarupa. I hope the Vishwarupa only doesn't attack me before the Kauravans attack, is what he is feeling. He's asking for forgiveness. He's asking for a kind of. But my question is it needed that should Arjuna really be afraid? Is it necessary?
No, but it's,
Human.
it's like all humans, however
Human
brave
nature.
he is, it's
Yes.
human nature. This is
Yeah.
something beyond him. It's not
Yes.
physical, it's totally beyond that.
Yes. Just before we go, how do you think we can protect? I mean, if Arjuna were to be given some advice from you, how will you say him that how do you not be afraid of such a Vishwarupa?
He knew Krishna as a friend first,
Yes.
so he knows
Okay.
his friend won't harm him.
Yeah, isn't it? Yes. Pankaj is adding something? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would suggest Sampurn Samarpan and faith.
Yes, isn't it? That's an important thing. Full samarpan. Let the divine has given me life. Why am I afraid if he decides to take my life away? If I have surrendered, let the divine will be done. That can be the best prayer you can say. It's all right. This is the Vishwarupa I did not know. Namaskar. But a fear is not required. Like the Siddha Sanghas were free. When we become free without the slightest attachment, and with, I think Pankaji gave the magic word, samarpan or surrender. When the surrender is complete, you have nothing to fear at all. You know God is with you. You have surrendered to the supremacy of the divine. But it's difficult.
Yeah.
That's why Sri
I
Aurobindo
have a
says,
question here also.
yes, sir. One moment, sir. This was just
Yeah.
one line. Sri Aurobindo has told surrender is a lifelong process. Means it has to slowly it becomes better and better. You begin to understand its meaning. Yes, sir. Pankaji, yes, sir. Please hear me, sir.
So my question here is that Sanjay is seeing all this.
Yeah. Sanjay Barbaric also. Sanjay
So,
got Divya Drishti by Vyasa.
right. So that Divya Drishti was equivalent to the Divya Drishti of
Yeah,
Arjun,
because
which
again,
was
yes. He
which was
was able to
granted
see.
by Krishna.
Yes. And one
So
more character, Barbaric, also got the chance to see it.
who's barbaric?
We will check that out in Maharashtra. In
Okay.
Mahabharata, it is there. So this character.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
even he is having that Vishwarupa darshan.
Yes.
Wow.
So he was
Okay.
Bhima's son from
Yes.
Bhima's son.
Yes. Ghatotkacha's
Sorry, hi.
Ghatotkacha's son, isn't it, sir? Yeah.
Ghatotkacha is Bhim's son, yes.
Yes. His son. Yeah. So
Bhishma
let us.
Pitamaha also
No,
getting
Bhishma
the
did not.
Buddha
No,
darshan.
he was busy with his pratignya.
Actually, sir,
Yes,
sorry
sir.
to interrupt you, but yeah, at one point when Shri Krishna went to the Duryodhana in that in that Sabha,
There he gave a rupa. Yes, he gave
yes,
a
Yes.
yes,
darshan.
a-
And more,
And
he
and
has gave,
he provided
but
drishti to all of those.
all
but
forgot, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, sure, for
All
sure.
forgot.
That
Yeah.
was temporarily given, and everyone was aware that this way they will going to die because they,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So I just wanted to ask, is that when that the Vishwarup
Darshana.
was yeah,
That darshana has not been described the way this darshana has been described. So there
yeah,
could be, because here in a shloka, Krishna says that this particular depth of darshana he has not given before. So only those who are receiving at that particular point are getting that.
so Barbaric and Arjun and
Yeah. Maybe Sanjay also.
maybe Sanjay.
who's
So
Barbaric?
all looking the same look. But yeah, it
Probably.
was like in the mid, he might have stopped the time, right? Otherwise, other
Maybe there's people say he stopped the time, but if you really look at it, it might have happened in a very fraction of a second because it could have means it would say the time is now, he is the master of time, so he can stop it. Or the battle had not begun. So it's very interesting. When did this dialogue? I think in the first adhyaya when we began, we had discussed this on when was the dialogue taking place. I think if you look at it, it's a 2-3 hour dialogue. It's a 2-3 hour dialogue which is taking place between Krishna and Arjuna. And in a battle like Kurukshetra, before the battle, you do have that much time because each of the soldier has to go in different places. Only I don't know the technology of stopping time, so I don't know much about stopping of time. But yeah, possibly. Let's continue. Let's get back into the Gita right now. So here Krishna says, Arjuna, we had stopped at Shloka 25, isn't it? Prasida
Yes.
Devesha Jagan Nivasa.
25.
O shelter of the worlds, may thy merciful grace upon me be. May your grace be upon me, as he is asking. And then ami cha tvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve sahaiva vanipala sanghaihi bhishmo dronaha sutaputras tathasau sahasmadiyai yoda mukhyai. You see here, he's saying, I see everybody. I see all of Dhritarashtra's children and host of all the kings and the strongest of men. Bhishma, Drona, and Karna, I see them too, and the prominent amongst warriors proceeding in a queue. He is seeing all the warriors, all the heroes of the Mahabharata. Arjuna is seeing all of them. They are also as if hypnotized. He's seeing all the children of Dhritarashtra also. He's seeing his Guru, Drona. He's seeing Bhishma. He's also seeing Karna, whom he very angrily calls Sutaputra. Krishna doesn't use that word when Krishna is addressing Karna. Here he uses it is like Karna is not his friend, isn't it? He's his enemy. So everybody will try to berate the enemy as much as you possible. But again, that's required or not, we'll have to see. Krishna doesn't use it. That means we don't really have to do that. So here he says, I see all of them. I see all of them proceeding in a queue. Where are they going? You're not getting food stamps. Let us see. Vaktrani te turamana vishanti danshtra karalani bhayanakani kechit vilagna dashanantareshu sandrishyante churnitai ruttamangaihi. Where are they moving? Well, they are moving into their mouth. Into thy dreaded mouth of fire they are receding, all of them overpowered and helplessly squirming. Between thy teeth I see their bleeding heads protruding, crushed and ground by thy razor teeth and tusks horrifying. Well, what Arjuna was afraid of looking at those tusks, he is understanding that they are not just for show, they are very powerful. And he's seeing all of it suddenly become from brilliant and so splendorous, it suddenly become very gory. He is seeing that overpowered means all the heroes are trying to escape, but they are not able to escape, and they're entering into that mouth, which is having fire burning through it, and between the teeth, he is seeing protruding heads of whom? Of his gurus, of his other heroes, all of them. They are nothing. And Krishna goes on, Yatha Nadinam Bahavombhuvegaha Samudrameva Vimukha Dravanti तथा तवामी नरलोकवीरा विशन्ति वक्त्राण्य भिविज्वलन्ति. Just as the many rivers that turbulently gush and merge into the ocean vast and overwhelming, so too do the heroes of the mortal plane rush into thy mouth, the eternal, the ethereal inferno blazing. All the heroes, they are rushing into it. The super strong ones, the more powerful ones, all of them, they're like when rivers, I think, the flow of the river, just when it merges into the ocean, it's all heavily turbulent. And then afterwards it becomes calm. So that turbulence is visible to Arjuna. He is not able to understand. Yes, Shashiji.
I just wanted to ask, do you think it's a hint that the victory is Arjuna's, the Pandavas, because
Okay.
talking about all the heroes in,
Yeah.
the way it's been described,
Yes.
they're being crushed, etc. It's like,
All the heroes. So both sides, no?
yeah, so they were on the other side. So it's like,
No, his side heroes also were
vic-
visible for him.
sorry?
Both the sides, heroes from both the sides, all the heroes in the war.
Hmm.
So Arjuna is not really understanding what is all of this. Everybody is going into that fiery mouth.
Hmm.
And I don't think Arjuna is feeling victorious at all at this moment. He is still watching it. I mean, just we imagine ourselves and the people we know and all of that. He is watching that sight and he is absolutely, it's like it is a miracle he's still standing. Probably that is grace, but he is seeing this. Probably God wants him to see that truth. And this is something which is very beautiful because many times we lose the understanding of our, when we are in life, we get trapped in the life's experiences that we forget the higher truth, which is death. And even Samartha Ramdas Swami has beautifully written, Dehe Rakshanartha Kati Yatna Kela Tari Shevati Kara Gheuni Gela, meaning to protect the body, how much efforts were done. And ultimately, what Kala took those bodies away also. Of all the great heroes, all the great, what we call, in Marathi, Chiranjeev is someone we say out of love, or the great, with someone who is young. Well, how many young people went through life and then ultimately death is a truth. Arjuna is now coming face to face with it. So I do not know if he's feeling victorious. He is still afraid. He's absolutely afraid watching all of this. He's not understanding anything except fear right now. यथा प्रदीप्तं ज्वलनं पतंगं विशन्ति नाशाय समुद्धवेगाः तथैव नाशाय विशन्ति लोकास्तवापि वक्त्राणि समृद्धवेगाः. Like the moths that by nature's instinct dive into the fires to become extinct, all men too are rapidly proceeding to destruction, allured by default into thy fiery mouth suction. So he's seeing that it's like, I think we must have seen these moths, isn't it? Patanga. They get attracted to the light. They go and try to, just, it's like a default programming code inserted inside of them. They just go there where the light is. If there's a fire, they will jump into the fire and become extinguished. Just like that, all the humans he's seeing, all the men, they are proceeding into that mouth. Lelihyase grasamanaha samantalokan samagran vadanair jvalatbhihi तेजोभिरापूर्य जगत् समग्रम भासस्तवोग्राः pratapanti Vishnu. Thy many tongues lick all the 10 directions, and thy flaming mouths devour all the world's nations. Thy terrible brilliance scorches thy infinite creations. O Vishnu, thy energies feed all manifestations. He's also saying that tongues coming out of those Vishwarupa, the teeth, the tongues, the eyes, all of it is absolutely gory and he's not able to describe it. He's saying these tongues are not just, they are just devouring full. World's nations are getting devoured by those tongues, is what he is saying. And he says, your brilliance is scorching. Your creations are infinite. Well, infinite creations are now on fire, is what he is seeing. All of them. Krishna, he says, oh Vishnu, thy energies feed all manifestations. Now he says, once he says now, Akhya hi me ko bhavanugra rupo namostute deva vara prasita vijñātumicchámi bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravruttim. He says, sorry, I didn't know this while I was asking for the Vishwarupa. He's asking for forgiveness. He says, oh greatest God, show thy compassion. I salute and appeal. Who art thou behind this terrible form? Please reveal. Before the beginning thou wert, I wish to know. To my ignorant mind, the will of thy workings, please show. He says this. He says, please, whoever you were before, no, that only you show me that. I don't want this. He says, no, thank you. I don't want this Vishwarupa. Who is that? Who is behind? I know this is not the true form also. There's another form. Show me that. My mind, I was ignorant. I did not know about you. Please forgive me, is what he is asking. And please show me something else, is what he begs. So we'll stop here at the 31st shloka because we are at the end of today's time. Question is, who is feeling very ecstatic right now after Vishwarupa at this stage? The happiness or whatever exuberance we were feeling initially, and what has happened to that? Anybody?
It's all gone when he's seen the other side of God.
Yes.
So far he's seen the good side. Now
Yes,
he's
yes.
seen the other side of the coin. And
Yes.
it's not all sweetness and light anymore.
Yes, yes. He's like, this is cheating. I don't know. I didn't know this. This is not there. I did not know at all. It is ignorance of Arjuna. Yes, Anjali ji was adding something. Yes, please.
No, I think he's still in awe, but he's
Yeah.
probably not able to accept this form of Krishna.
He's not able to accept. And he's absolutely struck with fear watching this terrible form. Yes. Pravina ji is raising hands. Yes, please. Yes, Maji.
Absolutely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And
Ji.
he's wondering, why did I ask for it?
Yes, yes, yes. Because we don't realize that God, who is so compassionate and so loving, also has a destructive side. We see Krishna with his basuri and we see, oh, he's just like that. He doesn't do anything. And then, so now Krishna will speak. Krishna, the Vishwarupa, will speak after this. So we stopped here, where Arjuna has now seen a very dynamic, changing Vishwarupa. And now at this point, he is asking forgiveness. He's saying, please, it's not forgiveness exactly. He's saying, please, I was ignorant. I did not know. Show me the form. We had a teacher, actually, our correspondent in school. He was very strict. He would say, don't be afraid. But the tone with which he would say, don't be afraid was
Be
more.
afraid.
Yeah, that was the same thing. So now when Vishwarupa is going to speak to Arjuna, it is not going to be Krishna speaking. So I really don't know whether Arjuna will become calm or not. We'll have to see. But with this, we are at this interesting point of the Vishwarupa where Krishna has suddenly shown a form which is crazy. But one of the most beautiful things is he is our guardian, isn't it? This is
Well, I
why. This
don't know
is
about
why.
tonight. Going to bed is going to be a bit difficult for me. I don't know
No,
about
we
you.
remember. We should remember this, isn't it? He is our guardian. Sanatanastvam Purusho Matome was the acknowledgement of Arjuna. He
Yes.
says, you are the reason why our eternal truth has survived. All the ideals, all the principles that our ancient ones strive for. How many lives were lost, isn't it? How many people tried to protect our ancient treasures? We have what we call a civilizational heritage. So many sacrifices have gone, and yet it has remained. It has remained because of, we can say, the guardian who is eternal. That is something which is, if we get confident in that, yes, our guardian is there, so we will not have that fear as well. Alpana ji is saying something? Yes, please, Alpana ji.
Yes, Shruja, I wanted to request you to give us a jhalak of what darshan your friend received.
Can I do it at the end of? I will have to search that. I'll find it. It is definitely available somewhere in my mail, or it will be on some post I had made previously. But I thought, can I share it with what the participant had shared? I can share it after the adhyaya is over
Yeah, perfect.
Yes.
Fine.
because
We'll wait.
let's
Yes,
no,
we'll wait for
yes.
it.
No, I'll certainly share it. Yeah, I'll certainly share it. I got
Thank you
permission
so much.
from her actually. I asked her, ma'am, can I share it in future batches if required? She said, most welcome. Initially,
No,
she
that's
was calling it
nice.
a dream. Then afterwards, she stopped calling it a dream when she got realized some understanding that it was not a dream only because she got some hints afterwards. So
Hmm.
yes, so let us see. However, it is even if it was a dream, it's a beautiful dream. It's a brilliant
So in
one.
dreams you do get darshans. Yeah, I mean,
Yes, yes,
I normally get dreams only. I have told you time and
yeah,
again about some incidents. Yeah.
yes, yes,
So yeah, even I also get a
yes,
darshan
sir.
or anything, any messages in dreams. Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, yes. That is a place language of language, different languages spoken. We have in
Yeah,
the
Swapna Darshan and whatever. There are kinds
yes,
of darshans.
Jagrati is there, the
Jagrati.
Sushupti is there, each of these stages, depending on what level. That's why it is said that go to sleep quietly, with calmness, slowly enter into, then there are chances that you can get better understandings in our sleep state also. So
Yes,
I think,
definitely.
yes. Can we just look at some of the points that we can take away from today? We don't want to take away any Vishwarupa,
Yeah.
Ugra Rupa in our life. But anything else? Yes, please. Any points we can take away from today's session?
I would
The
just say
point of
be
surrender.
aware.
Sorry. Go
Okay,
ahead, Himanshu.
okay. Jashiji, yes, please.
I said for me, it all comes down to two words: be aware.
Okay, being aware of the divinity. Okay, that is a
Yes.
nice point. Yes.
Don't ask for
Okay,
don't ask
Dinesh.
for anything which you are not aware.
Don't wait. That is a kind of a moral lesson to take from Arjuna.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Even God can scare you. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes. Okay. So let us not ask too much about to something what we don't know what. It's better to let the divine will happen rather than force it, isn't it? Okay, that's a nice point, Dinesh ji raised.
ordinary
Alpana
life.
ji, yes,
I was saying that surrender should be complete.
yes,
We
what
should be
Pankaj
in
ji talked
complete
about.
surrender with
Yes,
the Krishna,
yes, yes,
because then,
yes.
yeah, then we won't be
Correct.
wouldn't have been scared also, Arjuna.
Yes,
I'm sure.
like the Siddha Sanghas, no? Like the Siddha Sanghas, they were only just celebrating. Yes, they were saying that. Means whatever happens, they say no, Ramta Jogi Behta Pani, koi rok nahi sakta. Looks like Vishwarupa bhi rok nahi sakta. They are going in the free lay of divine only. They are not away from the divine. So they are not afraid of the divine. They are not vibhakta. They are not separated at all from the divine consciousness. That's one point. Just Pankaji, I'll then come to Anjali ji. Yes, sir, you were saying something?
Yeah, same thing actually. You said my point.
Yes, sir.
That even in Vishwaroop, when everybody's scared, like
Yes,
Rudras, Devtas, even Arjun, everybody's scared.
Yes, sir.
But the group of Maharshis,
Yes.
they
Who
were
are
like
Siddha.
quiet, calm, and sabko ashirwad de rahe hain. That thing we can pick up.
Yes,
That we can be like those rishis.
We can be like that. We can be like that. It's such a powerful prayer. No? Sarve bhavantu sukhina. If it becomes siddha, it will lead to such betterment of everyone, isn't it? So yes, absolutely. Anjali ji, you were saying something?
No, I would like to look at it from a mortal being's point of view.
Okay.
If you adore and love the divine so much, how can any form be fearful to you?
Yes. We should really not be afraid. Fear is not necessary emotion in our relation with God or in our life experience also. Fear comes without our wanting. 100, we worry about what is going to happen tomorrow. How am I going to? Sometimes people have worries about how am I going to bring food on the table? How am I going to get all right, or how am I going to be able to take things forward? I think all these fears, they are human fears, they are rational fears, but they are not necessary in life. If we have a full shraddha on the divine, be like those yogis, as Sir has said, let us experience what has to happen, let it happen. We do our duty and leave the rest. Yes, so I think with this, we can conclude our session today unless anybody wants to add something. All right. Hari Om. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. हरि ओम तत्सत्. कृष्ण वन्दे जगद्गुरुं. हरि ओम. नमस्कार.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Thank
Hari Om.
you.
Hari Om, Radhe Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण. हरि ओम.
Dhanyavad.